Good morning. We're going to begin the administration committee. We have a very short agenda this morning, which I actually don't have a copy of, but I have it on my phone. But I think, sorry. What is our first item? You can just
Yes, honey.
Penny. You can pull your agenda. I have a copy.
Got all the local laws on it, right? Michelle? Yes. Jimmy's going. I can help.
Is it in there?
I emailed it to you all, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes, right.
the midterm appointment.
Yeah, I emailed it, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, so, first, like to thank you for doing this on early Dust Day.
Yeah, we are. Yes. Yeah, we are.
Dust Day, personnel having to go back to congressionals for those 3 days by having the, resolution, and to the board meeting today. So, first, we would like to have a resolution establishing salary or local law establishing salaries for midterm, appointments. That is attached, emailed and also attached. These would be all of the, department heads, commissioners, superintendent of highway, whatever that fall in between it, there's these local laws, that requires 45-day public referendum, so it would be noticed at today's meeting, public hearing at the January meeting, and then 45 days later before they can implement the raises for the midterm.
As per our budget that we just passed this week. So, do we have a motion to accept to move forward with that? Second.
Second.
Any questions or discussion with regards to the midterm appointment salaries? And what we're doing today is just setting the.
You're supporting it, and then it goes on to, for board resolution, and then it would get noticed at today's meeting, correct? And, which would be the same for the other two local laws.
So we're just moving it forward.
So
Any
that
other?
resolution comes today as a late resolution?
So there's the resolution for what Penny is requesting right now will not be today. That resolution will happen after the local law on January 7th. If
It gets noticed today.
it gets noticed, it's on the schedule for January 7th
So
meeting.
this couldn't have waited until Thursday?
The only reason that we couldn't wait until Thursday, I had stated in an email that if we had it get noticed at the January 7th meeting, then it would require every employee that's MNC would have to be manually entered as a retro to go back to January 1, because the payroll falls on January, I think 9th and the 7th it's due in. And it wouldn't, the timing of it would require a lot of extra work for payroll.
Okay.
And normally would get in sooner, but that means the budget would have to be in sooner. So it's all sort of.
Okay.
All right. So Loretta, we can go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Gilbert absent, Martini absent, Marietta,
Yes.
Eaton.
Okay, so that motion passes. And we'll go on to the next agenda item, creating an exemption to residency for county attorney.
So I'm submitting a local law to allow for the county attorney to be a resident outside of Otsego County. As you all know, we have trouble trying to fill all of our county attorney positions, and we're looking to have this one, this much like the assistant ADA, the public defender, they all have residency waivers. And so I'm seeking residency waiver for the county attorney position as well.
Do we have a motion to move this forward?
Make a motion.
And the second. Any questions or discussion?
I'm not gonna support this. I think we have a policy, and it says in the policy, if we can't find one in the county, we can get somebody outside the county. We haven't tried to find anybody in the county for the last couple of years. So I just don't think we're still, why, do we change the policy for everything? I don't get it, but that's my 2 cents. Nothing against Denise, I'm just,
I just wanted to, I supported regularizing it just because we did have the situation that we do have, so,
do we have a situation?
well,
You don't know until you try to look, find out.
no, but as Penny did say, it does bring it up to the same as with the other attorney.
Well, we advertised for the other positions and we couldn't get anybody. That's why we did it.
Right, but no one would have had the experience of working as the assistant county attorney that Denise had working with Ellen as well. So, I mean, we do have to look at whether or not the people that we have are going to be as qualified. So people could possibly meet the minimal qualifications, but in looking what's in best interest of the county, we try and have it be as similar as we can among various attorney titles. So we were just seeking to do the same for the new county attorney.
I do think that having the experience and having an opportunity to work with a sitting county attorney is very important before making any changes in the position. I would be more comfortable just having this in place and continuing with our existing attorney. So,
Right.
yes,
The one thing I was just gonna say is that, Keith's feedback, I mean, the residency piece, I understand, but overall big picture, I think this is another, and I know I see Steve's on the Zoom, but I think this is another reason why we need to get our evaluations back on track, because, if we have issues with any of our department heads, that's the importance of the evaluation process. We talked about this new process with the county administrator, obviously. The idea is to get this going first quarter, of 2026. And I think, that's an opportunity for all of us as county reps to give feedback, and kind of channel that through our home committee, which would be admin for the county attorney and the county administrator. But, that kind of feedback and evaluation process would help not the residency piece, but would help strengthen, that if we have other feedback, if we have other concerns.
agreed.
So-
And PSLA also is one of the county attorneys.
Right.
And I think they did have some discussion. Not 100% sure, but.
They did support it.
And we did in PSLA talk about it's a 1 year. It's a 1 year.
Yep.
So if you feel that you want to have it posted out there that it's only for 1 year term, then you can look at
Is
it.
that something that's changed?
Yes, because of the position of county attorney runs with the board and we only have one.
So
County law of 500 states that it has to be, the county attorney has to be for the same term as the county board that's appointing them. And that's the same for Carol's position as well.
Okay,
So why change the law? If the board approves it, put in, why have you got to change the law then?
Well, one is for term and one is for residency. They're two separate items. They fall under two separate laws. One falls under public officers law, which is considered a special law. And there are many counties that have these local laws for residency waivers. And that's one of the reasons why we're able to do that. If it's a general law and it applies to all counties, it doesn't, we wouldn't be able to get the local law, but so many different counties have waivers of residency that is considered a special law, and because of that, we're able to submit the local laws.
and we
So-
can change that law.
right, so if you
we
put it out to
so
bid next year and
choose.
someone else in the county bids on it and you like them, then you can go back and change the local law.
The local law also says that you can give, someone that's
Preference.
in the county, right, consideration. So it's not, someone in the county doesn't get any consideration.
Do you have any other discussion before we go to a vote? Okay, Loretta will go to a vote.
Hensy,
Yes,
McCarty,
No.
Wilbur absent, Martini absent, Marietta,
Yes.
Katon.
Yes.
So we have 3 yeses and 1 no and some absent, but that does pass.
Mm.
Yes. So that motion passes. And we'll go on to our next agenda item, Henry.
The next agenda item is creating a term for the county administrator, changing the term from 3 years to 2 years. So that the term would be staggered with the board of rep terms. So the terms for the board reps would end at the end of 31 and his would end at the end of 32. Because that is what the board would like to have, so that you're not all, having new reps and a new county attorney at some, county administrator at some point down the line. Should Steve ever decide to retire.
So do we have a motion to?
I'll make a motion.
Any second?
Okay.
Any questions or discussion on the county administrator term? Okay. Hearing nothing, no questions or discussion, we will go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Yes,
McCarty.
Aye.
Wilbur, absent, Martini, absent, Marietta,
Yes.
Keaton.
Right.
okay, we have all ayes in the room, that motion passes.
Last but not least, requesting approval of a resolution establishing salaries for MNC and elected officials for the year 2026. This was passed as part of the budget, but it is going to be passed separately as a resolution that identifies every salary.
So we have a motion to move forward with this.
Okay.
You can, you can be the first, I
Oh,
didn't,
I thought,
I
I
didn't,
did,
oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have a first and a second. Do we have any other questions or discussion? Again, this follows, our budget that we passed for the year. Hearing no questions, we'll go to a vote.
Kennedy,
Aye.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur, absent, Martini, absent, Marietta,
Yes.
Keaton.
Okay, so that motion passes. I can't get into the internet. Is this everything that's on the agenda? Or is there another thing?
That was it.
That was it. Okay. So. Thank you, Michelle. I,
You want my glasses?
no, I found my glasses and then I couldn't get into the internet.
Oh,
It was on in. So do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, to adjourn.
Second.
We're, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Recording stopped.
More, I'd like to call our mid-month board of representatives meeting, November 15th, 2025.
Fraser,
Here.
Powers,
Here.
Brockway,
Here.
Caton, here, Kennedy, here, excuse me, Mickle, here, Bliss,
Here.
Marietta,
Here.
McCarty,
Here.
Wilbur, absent, Mendez, here, Martini, absent, Scanlon,
Here.
Basile, here.
So able. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll entertain anyone who'd like to speak to the board, to address the board, the privilege of the floor. Come to the podium, state your name and address. I'll limit you to 3 minutes. Is there anyone like to address the board today?
Yes. Mary Ann Whelan from Cooperstown. I would like to bring to the board's attention and ask them to consider the issue Sheriff Devlin's recent agreement with ICE in quote, identifying individuals in custody who are wanted by ICE. It will give us the option to hold them and to make arrangements with ICE. LEA officers, officials can service warrants of removal on undocumented immigrants in LEA jail facilities at the time of their release from custody. Quote, executes the custodial transfer of the alien to ICE for removal purposes. I think this presents a number of issues. One of them certainly is economic. The expenses of the LEA persons involved will be paid for by LEA, including salaries, benefits, and other expenses. Secondly, LEA officers are not otherwise available to the community for their normal work. According to Devlin, quote, this enhances community safety by working with ICE to remove potentially threatening individuals. We don't need protection from immigrants. We need protections from ICE. Once they get in here, they're not going to be easily moved. This village has 80,000 plus tourists every summer. It's a strong, strong economic pillar of the village. Guess what? A number of them, in 80,000 people, are going to be undocumented or inadequately documented, since virtually nobody is adequately documented according to ICE. And once it becomes known that ICE is out there picking up our tourists, that's going to be a major, major hit. According to the Attorney General's office statement in 2024, and I urge everyone to read it, it's called Guidance Concerning Local Authorities' Participation in Immigration Enforcement. Quote, according to the Attorney General, undocumented immigrants, like all other New Yorkers, are afforded rights by the New York State and United States constitutions, regardless of whether an individual is lawfully present in the U.S. or otherwise subject to immigration enforcement. According to New York state law, LEAs are not ordinarily permitted to detain people at the request of federal immigration authorities alone without a judicial warrant. Nowhere in Devlin's statement is the word judicial preceding the word warrants. ICE warrants aren't worth powder to blow them up. They're anybody that they want to seize on to meet their quotas as established.
A judicial warrant refers to a warrant based on probable cause and is issued by an Article 3 federal judge or a federal magistrate judge. It does not include a civil immigration warrant or other document signed only by federal immigration officials. Unless presented with a judicial warrant, LEAs do not provide sensitive information that is not generally available to the public. This approach enables LEAs to protect individual privacy rights and ensure positive relationships with the communities they serve, which in turn promotes public safety. Devlin's agreement with ICE is not only unwanted by all but a minority, i.e. 7 out of 62 counties in New York State, it is also illegal. It would undermine confidence in local authorities and result in huge and inhumane disruptions to immigrants and their families. Until ICE can establish to us in which way the mother of a 4-year-old child undergoing cancer treatment constituted a threat to this country, or more locally, Pedro was removed illegally from the Center of Immigration in Albany, where he was going as mandated by the terms of his status in this country. Until we are satisfied that these people constituted a threat to our community, I think we should act collectively to reject this imposition. I would reference the Office of the Attorney General of New York State, the article Guidance Concerning Local Authorities' Participation in Immigration Enforcement and Model Provisions, which was published in 2024. I hope the board will address the economic and the legal issues, not to mention the ethical and moral ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to address the board this morning? Hearing none, we'll move on. Approval of the minutes of December 3rd. John Lyons. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes of December 3rd?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Carried. We have any petitions, communications, and notices? None. There are no special presentations. We aren't taking reports at standing committees or special committees this morning. Special reports. We need a motion to dispense with the reading of all reports and resolution.
So moved.
We have a motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We need a call for the second on the 2025 refunds. 2025 uncollectible taxes, county budget portion for 2026 tax roll, the omitted taxes, unpaid school taxes, unpaid special district fees, tax rates for 2026 tax roll, county accounts for 2026 tax roll.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Oral vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Is there any representative wishing to remove a resolution from the consent agenda today? We're gonna remove 430, 431, and 432. Motion to adopt the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
There's motion and second. All vote. Roll call vote.
Fraser,
Aye.
Powers,
Aye.
Brockway,
Aye.
Peyton, Kennedy,
Aye.
Mickle, Bliss,
Yes.
Marietta,
Yes.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Mendez,
Yes.
Martini, absent, Scanlon,
Aye.
Basile.
Yes.
On the consent agenda, 94 ayes, no nos, 6 absent, no abstentions. Consent agenda passed.
Resolution 430, resolution of appreciation for David Bliss, the entire board.
Where David Bliss has served on the Otsego County Board of Representatives for 10 years, from January 1, 2016 to December 31, 2025, representing District Number 7 of the towns of Cherry Valley, Middlefield, and Roseville. And whereas David Bliss has served on numerous county board committees and advisory boards, and he was the board chair of the Otsego County Board of Representatives from 2018 through 2023. And whereas David Bliss has with sincere effort devoted himself to represent the county's best interests in all matters that came before the Otsego County Board of Representatives. And whereas David Bliss will be remembered for his steadfast leadership in navigating the county through challenging times, now therefore be it resolved that the Otsego County Board of Representatives does hereby express its appreciation to David Bliss for his dedication in serving his community in Otsego County for numerous years, and wishes him well in his future endeavors. David.
Special retirement gift.
Yeah. Thank you. Best of luck to you.
Yeah, just thank you for working with all you people and all the past boards, and especially the clerk of the board and all the employees, the county department heads have been great to work with overall, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Resolution 431, recognition of appreciation for Michelle Kate.
You want to vote on that?
Oh, we're supposed to vote on that.
I believe.
We need a second on that.
So I guess,
Oral vote, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried. Thanks again, David.
Thank you.
Whereas Michelle Caton has served on the Otsego County Board of Representatives for 4 years, from January 1, 22 through December 31, 2025, representing District Number 4 of the town of Liliana. And whereas Michelle Caton has served on numerous county board committees and advisory boards. And whereas Michelle Caton has, with sincere effort, devoted herself to represent the county's best interests in all matters that came before the Otsego County Board of Representatives. And whereas Michelle Caton will be remembered for her focus on economic growth and support of local businesses, now therefore be it resolved that the Otsego County Board of Representatives does hereby express its appreciation to Michelle Caton for her dedication in serving her community and Otsego County for numerous years, and wishes her well in her future endeavors. You have a second?
Second.
Second. Thank you.
Yes.
Here's your pen. Yes. Happy to give that to you.
Go back to the segment.
You're not retiring yet.
Would you like to say something?
It's been a pleasure working with everyone. Good stuff for the people that live here, so thanks a lot for everything.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Now we need an oral vote on that. All those in favor, say aye. Opposed? Carried. Resolution 432. Appreciation for Donald Scanlon Jr. Whereas Donald Scanlon Jr. has served on the Otsego County Board of Representatives for 4 years, from January 1, 2022 through December 31, 2025, representing District Number 13 of the Oneonta City Ward 5 and 6. And whereas Donald Scanlon Jr. has served on numerous county board committees, and whereas Donald Scanlon Jr. has with sincere effort devoted himself to represent the county's best interests in all matters that came before the Otsego County Board of Representatives. And whereas Donald Scanlon Jr. will be remembered for his quiet manner and interest in public work, needs, and projects. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Otsego County Board of Representatives does hereby express its appreciation to Donald Scanlon Jr. for his dedication in serving his community and Otsego County for numerous years, and wishes him well in his future endeavors. I need a second on that. Thank you very much.
Like rest. It's been great having you on the committee.
Great job. You want to say something?
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for the miss you all. That's the relationship with people that didn't know. So good luck. Keep doing good job. You guys doing a good job. And I think you're around. I appreciate it. People know. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Oral vote. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Same here.
One resolution.
I mean, that makes sense. I guess it's like.
If there are no objections, late resolution A will be presented and acted upon in accordance with the rules of order.
So late resolution is going to be the establishing salaries for managerial, confidential, and elected officials for 2026. This will be resolution 433. Kennedy, McCarty, Wilbur, Martini, Marietta, Caden.
We have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Frazier,
Aye.
Powers,
Aye.
Brockway,
Aye.
Caden, Kennedy, Mickle, List,
Aye.
Marietta,
Yes.
McCarty,
Aye.
Wilbur,
Aye.
Mendez,
Yes.
Martini, absent, Scanlon,
Yes.
Basile.
Yes.
Resolution 433, 94 ayes, no nos, 6 absent, no abstention. 433 passes. If there are no objections, late local law F will be presented and acted upon in accordance with the rules of order.
And for reference, late resolution for late local law F is the establishing the salaries for the midterm individuals. Local law establishing the salaries for Director of Real Property Tax 2, Personnel Officer, County Clerk, Commissioner of Elections, Republican, Sheriff, Emergency Services Coordinator, Director of Public Health, County Superintendent of Highways, Commissioner of Social Services, Group 1 for the year 2026.
And second,
Second.
this local law will be held over for public hearing on January 7th at what is it? We have 2 minutes
Yes, you can do one of them.
at 9:45. Done.
Thank you. Sorry.
If there are no objections, late local law G will be presented and acted upon in accordance with the rules of order.
And this one refers to the residency requirement, the exception to the residency requirement for the county attorney. The local law creating an exception to the residency requirement for the county attorney in the county of Otsego.
You have a second?
Not in the committee? I would second it, but I was on the committee. It doesn't include it. Well, the local law says it's offered by the SLA committee, so we can. You do.
Thank you. This local law will be held over for public hearing on January 7th at 9:50. If there are no objections, late local law H will be presented and acted upon in accordance with the rules of order.
Local law H is a local law to establish the position of county administrator of the county of Otsego as amended.
Second.
Second.
All right, thank you. This local law will be held over for a public hearing on January 7th at 9:55. We are going to go in, we need a motion to go into executive session for
Which one?
H.
Eight. Chairman, I motion we go into executive session for the purposes of proposed acquisition, sale, or lease of real property, or the proposed acquisition of securities, or sale or exchange of securities held by some public body, but only when the public publicity would substantially affect the value.
The motions, you have a second? We're gonna invite our attorney in. That will be all we have. Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're in executive. Thank you.
Recording
Jason,
stopped.
back up. Thank you. Need a motion to go back in regular session?
I'll motion we go back into executive or into regular session.
Second.
All those in favor?
Uh,
We're back in session. Any unfinished business today? Hearing none. Well, I'd like to extend my personal thanks to all the employees of Otsego County, the department heads, each of you county representatives, especially the committee chairs for a seemingly successful 2025. Every year brings unique challenges for us, and each year we have been able to persevere. 2025 is no exception. Hopefully in 2026, we can have the same level of commitment, cooperation to master all the matters that we encounter. Thanks again to all of you. Special thanks to our departing reps, Dave, Dan, and Michelle, for your dedicated service. And I'd like to extend my best wishes to each of you and all of the staff for a very Merry Christmas, a joyous holiday season, and a healthy, prosperous New Year in 2026. Motion to adjourn. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Adjourn.
Recording stopped.